Yo, still Bills, what's the deal, man? It's going to be a scorcher out here. And I'm riding around in my wife's car with no AC, man. And I'm already a hot-blooded nigga as is, man. Y'all pray for the kid, bro. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Hopefully I can get done with my, with my workload in the next few hours so I can beat this heat, man. But even then, it's gonna be 100 and change today, bro. 100 and change. Imagine me in 100 and change type weather, you know what I'm saying? And I'm already hot-blooded in a car with no AC, my nigga. It's no bueno, man. But peep game, man. We got to talk about my man Cinnamon Alvarez, man. First off, man, I'm gonna say I was once upon a time real critical of Canelo Alvarez. I really was. I thought he was I don't want to say a hype job or nothing like that, man, but I thought they were pushing him a little too hard. And he just wasn't at a mature level in the game at that particular point in time, man. It took me seeing, I think after the Kirkland fight, I was like, all right, yep, I'm starting to see it. I see it. And then the Gallup with when he finally grew the beard, I was like, yep, that's grown man Canelo right there. So I became a fan of his, a supporter of his, but no ifs, ands, or buts, man. That's what type time I'm on. So I haven't really been too critical of him. He hasn't given me a reason to be critical of him. Even with I wanted to, y'all know I made a video. I wanted to see him fight Charlo and I wanted to see him fight all of the niggas that they saying he ducking. Really focus on that this year and then move up to light heavyweight. I wanted to see that. I really wanted to see that, man, but we didn't get that. So, and I wasn't mad that he went up and fought Bivol, even though I preferred to see him fight Charlo, because I thought that would have been a much bigger fight. I wanted to see him fight Charlo. We didn't get that fight, whatever the fuck ever. He's still going. He's fighting someone way more dangerous than Charlo, so I can't be mad at it. Fights Golovkin on the third. He has. He's contractually obligated to fight Golovkin in the trilogy in the next couple of months. I don't want to see it, but I don't think Golovkin is gonna go down. I do think Golovkin is gonna get stopped, but I just think he's gonna put up a bigger fight than we're expecting, man. Because I don't think Golovkin is washed too complete. I don't think he's a fighter that we can say he's past it. He showed some high, some high altitude boxing in there, man. Ring IQ, adjustments. It was typical Golovkin. The fact that he's unified at 40 years old, that speaks a lot to him. But I do think he's gonna get stopped. And if he doesn't, I think he's gonna get beat on for the entire 12 rounds, or it could be a lot more competitive than we think, because he knows Canelo. He's been in there with him for 24 rounds, so he could go in there and make it a fight. He could definitely go in there and make it a fight. But Canelo wasn't punching like he was, he wasn't punching like he is now back in 2018. He wasn't, dude. I think Canelo is officially in his prime, and Golovkin is moving up. So I'm not too thrilled about seeing that fight, but I'm not mad at it. However, what I am gonna say, I don't want to see him versus John Ryder. I do not want to see him versus John Ryder. I honestly don't. And I think with the likes of a John Ryder is warranted, because he's fighting top opposition. He's fighting champion after champion after champion after champion, transcending weight divisions. So I understand the fight with John Ryder. Let me get a softer touch. I get it. I definitely get it. And of course his detractors are gonna find, they're gonna find, reasons to have an issue with it, because They're gonna fixate this one softer touch and completely disregard all the other champions that he's fought. They do it with Abney. They do it with Abney Yurgel. They'll pick him out, but would disregard Callum Smith being the best 168 pounder at the time. They'll disregard Billy Joe Saunders. They'll disregard Caleb Plant. But in the same breath, them niggas want Caleb Plant to go and fight David Benavidez. He's good enough for David Benavidez, but he's not good. He's a cherry pick for a Canelo Alvarez. It's goofy shit, man. It's real goofy how these niggas move and they operate, man. But I don't want to see it. And I think John Ryder is a quality operator. I honestly do. I think he's a good fighter. I think there's attributes that he has in his game that says, yo, man, like, dude is actually nice, man. You know, him and Canelo around about the same height, fighting in the 168-pound division. That's a big deal. There's some big dudes up there. There's some big dudes up there, man. But when I look at John Ryder, I don't look at somebody who's really capable of adjusting. Like when you go back and you watch the fight with him and Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs, and y'all know Danny Jacobs is my nigga. Danny Jacobs is my nigga. You dig what I'm saying? That is my guy. I feel like he's very underappreciated. He doesn't get nearly the credit he deserves from his skill set and the amount of work that he put in to become who he was. After Canelo and Golovkin, there was only one other reputable middleweight who went through the gauntlet, and that was Danny Jacobs. So I don't need to go back into how I rock with Danny Jacobs. But what I will say is, when Danny Jacobs fought John Ryder, he had John Ryder looking so pedestrian for like the first 6 rounds, until he decided he wanted to switch southpaw. And I think that was an egregious mistake on his behalf. I think somebody with a high boxing IQ, a big boxing brain, is going to box circles around the likes of a John Ryder. And Danny Jacobs was boxing circles around John Ryder. I don't know what the fuck the judges was watching, but Danny Jacobs clearly got robbed in that fight. Clearly. So, I don't want to see Canelo fight the likes of a John Ryder. Even though I'd understand it, because he's due for a softer touch. He's due for that. He's due, but not John Ryder. Not John Ryder, man. Nah, man, not John Ryder. I don't want to see it, honestly. And I think a fight with John Ryder can kind of make his stock plummet a little bit. It could make his stock. You got to think about it like this, man. When he fought Caleb Plant being American-born, 800,000. When he brings over an unknown Russian, 600,000. That's a 200,000 difference between the between the two pay-per-views. That's a huge difference. 200,000 pay-per-views can make or break you, you know what I'm saying? It didn't break him because he still outsold every other pay-per-view fighter right now, you dig? But it just isn't. And nah, it ain't the move. Even his supporters and his diehard supporters are gonna be like, bro, eventually, like, come on, man, like, you could go and fight somebody else, man. Because I want to see him fight those that they're saying that he's been ducking. Because I'm gonna be real, I don't think none of them are fucking with him. At this point, you want a lighter touch, it would be easier for you to go holler at Andre the Charlo. Because inactivity, even with them at their, with them being active, I don't think they have it to deal with it. I honestly don't. I don't think they have what it takes to beat the likes of Canelo Alvarez. I honestly don't. But now that they're inactive in the capacity that they are, why not go tangle with them niggas right now and just get them up out the way? Why not do that? Why not say, all right, man, yo, let me get one of them two. Let me get one of them two. I think he's going to say David Benavidez in two, because that's going to be massive when he fights David Benavidez. That's going to be massive. It's not going to be Cinco de Mayo. I think that shit is Mexican Independence Day next year. That's a big fight. But you can get Charlo and Andre out of the way. One of the two. You can get one of them two out the way. If you want to fight for the third time this year. They're not going to be as challenging as a John Ryder. John Ryder is at least fought high quality opposition this year, and it was a fighter that Charlo and Andre ducked. Why not go get him? Why not go get one of them two? So at least it's a softer touch, but it's a name with some sort of value to it here in this country. You're eventually going to start getting chastised by the people who support you for swerving these two. And I get it. You don't want to fight them because it's like y'all are not doing shit that warrants me having to fight you. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all just sitting back chilling, getting out of fights, trying to, preserve yourselves. No, I don't want to do that, and I don't blame you for it. I honestly don't, man. But you do have to start listening to the fans at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, especially with this year, that would be just as of a lighter touch than John Ryder. So why not do it? Why not? Why not? I don't think Andre has officially left Eddie Hearn. That's probably the easiest fight to make right there. You and Andre for December or November or December. Get you a lighter touch, get him out the way. All right, cool. Now we on to the next. But at this point, like you have to start listening to the fans. That is a lighter touch. It's a lighter touch that people will be. His name, both of their names have been in people's mouths for some time now. Both of their names. Oh, Andre, he ducking Charlo, he ducking Andre, he ducking Charlo. All right, cool. Let me run that with one of them. Let me run that with one of them. And let's just get this out the way. So they can't say the dumb shit that they've been saying. They can't do it no more. Y'all said I ducked Andre. Y'all said I ducked Charlo. I fought him. I knocked him the fuck out. It's not. They knew the stipulations. They would have had to move up, and they brung it on themselves by saying, with the inactivity. That's on them. That's not my fault. I did what y'all wanted me to do. So I definitely think he should do that. I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna pay for it. I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna pay to watch you fight John Ryder. I'm not. I'm not. Because that fight is gonna look exactly how Beefy Smith looked, and it'll probably be quicker than how you did Beefy. It's probably gonna be quicker. Damn, big tires. But I'm dead ass not gonna pay to see you fight John Ryder. I'm not gonna do it. And this is from I personally still think that pound for pound, will I have you at number one? I'm still having a mind fight with that. Nah, I couldn't do it. But I can though. I don't know. You're still top 5 to me because you still you're still something that a lot of these fighters are aspiring to be, which is undisputed. You still have all the jewelry in the super middleweight division. There's plenty of fighters who don't have all the jewelry in their divisions. So you're still pound for pound top 5 to me. You're still pound for pound top 5. But yeah, man, just don't fight John Ryder, bro. Please don't. Please don't. Go holler at Charlo, go holler at Andre. Even though we know you're not getting that one-off deal with the PBC, it's not gonna happen. Al Heyman ain't having it. I mean, I don't understand why, but you know, it is what it is, man. But go and fight somebody else. Please don't fight John Ryder. That's all I pretty much got to say about this shit, man. There's other fights for you to have. John Ryder is not it. And I don't think he's a bad fighter. And I'd understand if you did go fight him, but if you fight John Ryder, expect for you to gain a lot more detractors who were once upon a time fans. I'm not going to be one of those detractors, no, because I'd understand it. But the shit becomes a domino effect. Once you lose traction with this one, you're gonna lose traction with the next one, and it becomes, all right, man, Canelo is pissing me off. He's pissing me off. It's gonna turn into that, man. I don't want to see it turn into that. I don't want to see it turned into that, because you're the only fighter out here challenging yourself and going, transcending divisions. I'm not mad at that. I think that shit is dope, and you're doing something that a lot of these American fighters don't want to do, which is challenge themselves. You and Haney. Haney went to Australia. He has to go back to Australia. You went up to light heavyweight when you, at the time being, it doesn't look like you belong up there. Nonetheless, you went up there and went up there. You went up there and you fought. You caught a title up there. Everybody, had what they had to say about you when you went up there and fought Kovalev. You go up there, you fight arguably the best light heavyweight in the division. You lose, and now everybody is all jumping for joy. And they're saying that you're ducking them because you don't want to run it back in the immediate aftermath. People people are really ridiculous when with their sentiment. But so with that being said, I'm not mad at you. You wouldn't lose a fan in me and a supporter in me if you did fight John Ryder. I just don't want to see you fight John Ryder. I don't. If it's a softer touch you want, there's no better time to fight Andre. Since you're already on that side of the street. You're locked in over there. You may as well get that drama out the way with him. You want a softer touch? There's the softer touch right there. Please do that. Please don't fight John Ryder. I keep saying that. Please do not go fight John Ryder. Please do not go fight John Ryder. Please do not go fight John Ryder, man. Yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about it, man. I'll just arrived at work, man. I'm finna go knock this day out and get back home and beat this heat, man. I'm out. Deuces.